Sometimes some of these smaller, kind of really tight wound grass genetic cattle, when they get so full, they get a little hump in their back. That one right on the other side there, you can really see it, the little bit lighter colored one. They just, when their belly is so full and the grass is so tremendously good. And of course, that's a Roman 12-2 daughter right there. She is just now 2 years old and will calve maybe in the summer, but more likely like the end of August, 1st of September. But I don't know whether any of you guys that do the grass genetics, these of course are Red Angus predominantly, but that's a Triton, mushrush Triton background. Of course, that's another one in front over there, but that's kind of our, we've got a lot of daughters. I believe she might calve before late summer. I think she'll calve here by June, I'm guessing. But just a moderate size, probably going to be a 900-pound cow. Red Angus. Tremendous basket full to be able to put forage in. That's the way her father, Roman 12-2, is a mushrush Triton son, but he's got a belly on him that I've never seen a stomach on any other beef animal that looks like his. It's just, he's almost freaky looking. And of course he's throwing that on a daughter right there. Moderate sized, huge processing factory for forage. So that's what we're doing at Natural Grandma. It rained another, as my son says, it really don't matter how much it rained, Dad. It's saturated beyond, it can't soak any more up. So, but I'd say it rained another couple inches at least between this morning and this afternoon. All of our, like our tile dry dams are full of water. So, how much rain did y'all get around the country? Did you guys get a lot? We got some calves that says, "Where did you guys go?" It's coming from across the field. I don't know if you can see him out there, but he's a-bawling and a-coming like somebody forgot to tell him it was time to move a little bit. That is also a Triton daughter there that's 30 months old. She is an own daughter of Triton. My wife says, "What's own mean?" And I said, "Well, it's a cattle term, but she is a direct daughter of Triton, where the one I first showed you is a granddaughter of Triton. Her father is out of Triton." But we did some AI work on some of our original Red Angus cows, and so that's what you get when you breed the Triton right there. And that one, she might be a 1,000-pound cow mature. And, weight is very deceptive. We're not really looking for lightweight cattle here as much. We want some beef. We want to be able to have an animal that 28 months old is going to approach that 1,000 pounds. But we want the package that the 1,000 pounds is in to be different. We want it more moderate, closer to the ground. If you look at her, she's very much wedge shaped. Her front is slender. Of course, black cow heifer had to step in front of her, but her front is slender, nice narrow neck, phenomenal head, and wedges out to be very wide after you get past her front quarters, wide in the brisket or not brisket, but the breadth of her is wide and deep, and of course got a belly that kind of points to the ground. I don't know why that nice black heifer has to stand there. Guess she wants video too, but just a nice evening to be a cow at Natural Grandma. I am doing controlled grazing with these cattle, but I turned them into a sow and didn't obey my own rules of checking all gates, and I'd went through a gate with a four-wheeler sometime a week back or something and forgot to shut it, and forgot that I hadn't shut it. So they come up in on an area. We tried to call them there yesterday. We called it migration. They're just not going to follow us nowhere. I could come out here with like some cattle cubes or something, shake them on the tailgate, and maybe make a few of the lead cows follow us. So, but a rainy day, it wasn't a bad thing for them to be out here just roaming around. I'll go back to my cells tomorrow, and we're going to be a little soggy for a day or two, so having them roaming over a little extra space is never hurting anything. And my golly, you know, they won't be to this grass for 60 days, so I guess I won't have to worry about what they bit off for the last 2 days. So are you getting plenty of rain where you're at? Have you got grass? A little different than we've had. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and share. And tell me what you know about ultra high density grazing. We're wanting to do some of that, but we're not sure. I'd like to do ultra high density grazing and still leave some carbon. And most of the people I see doing that ultra high density grazing, they take everything, total grazing they call it. That might be good certain times of the year, but it probably is not good right now while it's wet and poggy. It's not going to be good coming into summer here in June. So tell me what you do. Do you do a combination? I know Jim Garish has done work on this out there in Idaho. Tell me if you know what Jim's doing. Jim's an old friend of ours, you know, so he spent most of his working career with the university right here 20 miles from here at Linnaeus. So Greg and I were talking here the day, and I think Greg told me he went to grazing school in 94, 93 or something like that, and I think I went in that 94, 95 time period. I don't know, somewhere in there. But let me know if you went to Jim Garish's grazing school when Fred Martz was there. Did you learn some of that style of grazing? It's a little different than what we do today. So that is Sandrette. She would have Dennis McDonald cow family in her. We bought a cow from Dennis that we call Sandy, and she is a daughter of Roman 12:2. Don't forget to look that verse up. But she is just now 2. She was born in June, so she's not quite 2. She's going to have a calf here in about a month or 2, I think. Sometimes that cow family there will fool you. She may not calve till September, which is fine. But we got 4 heifers from Dennis McDonald, which are South Poles. I don't know if any of you has ever heard of a South Pole. Or not South Pole, but I mean a North Pole. Yeah, everybody's heard of a South Pole. But Dennis kind of calls his cattle North Poles. They got some of those same genetics, but I think they tolerate the North Missouri winters a little better, is what Dennis says. So we have all types of weather here in Missouri. So, and again, we have a black cow walking into the picture. So we don't have very many blacks in this group, but that one's black. So, well, I got a calf that is bawling a little bit. I guess I better figure out why here on this Monday evening at Natural Grandma. We wish that you would be having this great a day. Papa Hank.